Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mitch, also known as Sparky Pichu from Vidgamium, welcoming you to a new Let's Play, Fallout New Vegas. Originally, it would be me and, Jonathan playing Fallout New Vegas, but his audio is unusable. You will hear his audio. It's not going to be in this video, but it will be in the next. Here's the problem. I'll try to explain it the best I can, and maybe you know how to fix this problem, so we no longer have it, or that we can fix the audio we already have. Okay, so we've recorded 3 episodes of Fallout New Vegas. 3-hour-long episodes. That's a lot of time. So, in those 3 hours, I recorded from my microphone, which recorded the audio the way you would expect it to record the audio. He recorded from his Turtle Beach headset. I'll be quiet. I can't hear this intro, but you can.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? Made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
And I'm back. Hope you enjoyed the intro. I paused the audio there. I can't hear any of the audio. For some reason, my editing software is just like, oh, I don't want to play any audio through your headset, even though I could see that it's playing audio, and actually the instruments in the editing software say it's playing audio. Just my computer's just like, I can't hear any audio. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like, it plays audio from YouTube videos and stuff. It's just not playing from the editor. Anyway, back to Jonathan's problem. Jonathan's problem is that, like, his, like, how can I explain this? His audio plays, for some reason, the second episode. All 3 audio files play the second episode at normal volume, which is why you'll hear him in the second episode. And then they play like this episode's audio very, very lightly in the background. I don't understand it. All 3 audios have the same problem, and he's had the same problem prior. That's why we can't use any of the civilization footage.
Get your bearings.
But anyway, this is Doc Mitchell. I can't see what he's saying.
How about your
Hopefully
name?
he's not from Vidgamium.
Can you tell me your name?
He's from New Vegas. Okay, the naming character screen. Let me try to full screen this. Here we go. So I can see what's happening. I forget what we eventually name him. Yes, I had to add his name. And I wish I knew what jokes we were making here. I can't tell you for the life of me. But yeah, I'm going to be recording this episode, and then the next, not the next episode. Next episode, he's got his audio fine, and we're just going to use his audio. But you'll just hear like the first episode in the background, if you listen real hard. But and then I'm going to have to come back for the third episode. And then hopefully we'll find a way to resolve it. It might just be his computer. Who knows? It could be his computer. If that's the case, well, we can record it differently, but from what I've heard, his microphone actually picks up me and him pretty well. Even though it's like a headset, it picks up him louder, of course, but it picks up me pretty loud. I guess maybe I'm just a little loud and he's soft, so it bounces each other out. So we might just continue using his headset since it's the better quality one. I actually forgot what we call this guy. I think actually we gave him a nickname sometime in the next episode or something like that. Or hopefully not this episode, because that's lost all time. T. That is, yep. I think I kept like suggesting things like historical names like Marie Curie or Einstein, or I don't know. So just like various different scientific names, different weird names. And what the hell are we doing? I think we're discussing right now. Like, oh, it should be this. No, it should be that. It should be this. It should be that. And he's just, like, we haven't done anything. He thought the video paused. And I'm just not aware of it. Seriously, is something happening? No, the video's still going. We're at 8 minutes. Just he's not... Oh, here we go. Action. What did we call this guy? Please tell me, because I have no freaking clue. This was recorded 2-3 weeks ago. Just getting out to edit it. I'm gonna edit these episodes and turn them all to videos. Hopefully, I don't know about the last one, but at least the first 2. I'll record the audio for this one now. Then the second one, I just have to sync the audio, and then it's fine. And then hopefully I can get the third video done. If I can get all 3 videos done, then all I have to do is I can upload them while I'm doing things today. It's currently 4 o'clock in the morning? Possible. And we still haven't figured out a name here. I think it's something like really freaking simple, but we just like way overthought it. I wish I knew what we were discussing. I really do. Oh well. What else can I say? I could discuss something that I actually discussed in the video, which the audio is lost to. Vidgamium's gonna change its format just because I don't have the incentive to play games that no one is watching. So I'm just gonna post whatever game videos I feel like posting. Like, this is just gonna be like 3 episodes, and we might not ever record another episode of it. Who knows? Just because, really, I have no incentive to. No one's watching these videos at all, literally. And I've just lost interest. It's my ADD kicking in, I guess. But, I don't know, we're just gonna play whatever games we want for how many episodes we'd like. Oh, we're finally getting a name here. We have an O. We have a capitalized O. Oh, now we realize this mistake. We have a lowercase O. Don't be Tom. It can't be that simple. Is it that simple? Is it really just Tom? It can't be that simple. Really? Oh, it's Tom.
Huh.
But yeah, Vidgamium is just going to be whatever we feel like playing for how many episodes we feel like playing it for. And we're just going to go like that. A lot more of a, if anyone knows the game Grumps, we're going to be doing similar to that. We're just going to play what we want whenever we feel like. And then we'll post the results. And if people start watching it and want that, well then, hey, we'll play more of it.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell.
Oh, here we go. He's
Welcome
Doc
to Good
Mitchell.
Springs.
Welcome to Good Springs.
Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out.
You gotta wonder how we
I
don't
take
have
pride
like
in my
scars all
needlework.
over us.
But you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Like, you'll see us like here. Also,
How'd I do?
I remember something I said in the original thing. Like how this is called a reflectatron. It's basically a mirror, but it's called a reflectatron. I don't know. I like the idea of that. It's funny, but it's funny how we don't have his scars. I mean, we were shot in the head, and then like he had to dig out the pieces of like a bullet and all that, and it's just like, well, how the hell did he? I don't know. Maybe it's some of this future past age technology, like stim packs or something like that heal instantly, or I guess. Then again, I'm trying to put logic into a Fallout game. I'm not gonna get out well on that. I think we took a long time designing the character, like longer than we probably should have, because I have to record the audio, and it's not as interesting unless you have the context of why it took so long. We just like pick a different hairstyle. It's like, oh, that one looks weird. I think we eventually had this hairstyle because I'm like, yeah, that one's all right. No, no, we don't want a biker dude. No, no, I think we picked that hairstyle. I don't know, what did we pick? Oh, we're just looking at presets, never mind. Come on, go to the hair. We spent a long time on the facial hair, that's all I remember. Let's see, come on. No, don't, come on, you bastard. Jonathan, of course, is playing. I should note that. Because I suck at first-person shooters that aren't, like, mouse-controlled. I say that, but I don't play a lot of, like, shooters mouse-controlled. The only game that I really play with my, at all, really, is Minecraft. And I've just gotten used to that first-person, way of playing Minecraft, where you have a mouse, and it's a lot more, like, accurate precision and stuff like that. Oh, finally got to the hair. But with a joystick, I really can't. You really don't have the same precision, I don't think. Oh no, we're at facial hair. I think I spent a lot of time just like at those mustaches that like they look. Oh, well, not like that. No, yeah, that kind of mustache. I just think it's so funny. It's so proper looking as compared to all other facial hair here. And we take a long time to decide too. It's just like he goes through every single freaking one, and they're all like a lot of them are pretty freaking similar. Like it's just gonna be like one with a mustache, one with that mustache is slightly longer. And we just keep picking from there. Oh well. Come on. Yes, look at his nose. Come on. Technically, I could just stop this and edit that out, but really, that's just more that I can get distracted by. As long as I have the audio going, I'm gonna keep recording the audio. But if I stop and edit something out, I'm just gonna have more. Do I really want to finish this, or do I want to go do something else? Nah, more like that, and that's where I get distracted from things like this, and then like never finish editing. Like, technically, I have at least 1 or 2 more episodes of Chibi Robo that I could edit out of the big, long recording session I did, but I'm just too lazy to ever do it. I don't know. I have no incentive, really, because no one watches any of this. If someone watched and commented, then I would at least have an incentive, but it's just like, oh, you posted a video, and then like a week later it's got like 1 view. And it's only for like 10 seconds. I mean, that's how most that's like all YouTubers started that way. And just like, oh, I just kept posting things I like, but I don't know, maybe it's just because I have ADD. It's just like, that's not a good enough incentive to finish a project.
Stuff that mattered. Okay.
Just,
no sense keeping you in bed anymore.
Okay, being picked up.
Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
I don't know why standing up gives you that blur vision. Maybe it's just that much
Why don't
effort.
you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
And we can walk. I kind of find it funny. I think during this part, like, Jonathan, instead of going directly to the vigor machine, it's like, I want to try to steal things. First looks at us. Yeah, we got our little. I like that little mustache. But he's just like, I want to steal things. I'm like, Jonathan, just go over to I want to steal things. Oh. Like, I kept telling them, just do the thing, and eventually you can steal all the stuff you want.
Looking good so far.
But he's just like, oh,
Go
no,
ahead and give
there might be the
vigor
next
tester a
thing,
try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all
If
your
you zoom in.
faculties.
I spent a good bit of time on this, too, because, like, read everything. But I, of course, can't read any of it, because I'm looking at a poorer version than you are. Yeah, I can't read any of that, really. Because of the way, my editing software doesn't pre-render the preview, so I see a crappier version of what you see. So I can't read any of this. So I have to try to think of something else to talk about while we were doing this. But really, like, what we played of Fallout New Vegas is only what you see, because we didn't want to play any more than we like, we wanted to make it so it was like a first experience kind of thing. Even though technically I've seen a playthrough of some of it. Like, I've saw some of a playthrough, and I've seen a friend of mine play it. I just wanted, I don't know, we didn't want to play more than that. Especially him. He hasn't seen much of the game. It's a new experience for him. But I don't know why we started playing this one. Originally I wanted to play a game, which we did eventually get to work, but it was just, we couldn't technically record because it would have messed up the way it was playing. Which I am going to Let's Play. Actually, I think I might Let's Play it soon, because I kind of want to play that game now. It's called Metropolis Mania 2. So, I've mentioned this before. It's a game I wanted to Let's Play, and I ordered a new copy, and for some reason I think the new copy doesn't work with my PS2. I don't know, but it works with his. His PS2 is technically broken. Basically, I don't really know exactly what it is, but it doesn't, I think when you close it, it doesn't have the, doesn't send out the signal that the case is closed for the thing to scan the CD. So you have to, like, put something on top. He's got one of those flat PS2s, by the way, where it's got where it hasn't opened up kind of thing, like a clamshell kind of thing. But you have to prop something on top of the clamshell part a certain way, and then it'll start reading the disc. And eventually, how we got it to work was I brought my own PS2 over. But for some reason, it wouldn't read it. I didn't understand why. But we put it in his, and it worked. And we were just like, I had to prop stuff on it the exact same way. Eventually, I just took the other PS3 and I put that on top of it, and eventually found a certain spot, the sweet spot, that made it work. And we played Metropolis Mania 2 for like 2 days straight. Well, not literally 2 days straight, but we just played it like for the like 2 days. We didn't stop the PSD or anything, because if we would have moved anything, it would have moved the sweet spot, and then all of a sudden the game wouldn't work anymore. So like we couldn't record it or anything, because that would involve like unplugging, or not unplugging things, but like, oh no, technically we could have actually. It just would have been, But we played that for a while. And it was it was kind of fun, but it's like we played it a lot, so it's like we had to play it in like spouts of playing, because we'd like play some and it'd be like, I don't want to play anymore, and I want to fool on my phone and stuff like that. Just because it's not a game that you can like binge play, it kind of loses its interest, but it's a fun game. It's just you can't really binge play it, or else it gets kind of boring and your ADD kicks in. Regardless, yeah, we played that. I forgot where that story was going. Yeah, I really did forget where that story was going. We could have recorded that, but oh well, I lost my topic I was talking about. There's other games we could have let's played. That's the topic. Originally, yeah, that's the game we wanted to play. I was trying to let's play that one first, but it didn't work. So we was just like, God, actually no, that's not the reason. The reason we didn't record it because he has a broken PS2, like I said earlier, and I brought over my PS2, which isn't broken. And I thought, oh well, and it's also I have the original PS2. He has the slim PS2. I thought, oh, I'm not gonna need different cables. Sony's really good about having everything like backwards compatible and like workable. So I brought over my PS2. I'm like, okay, where's the wires? And I'm not sure if you noticed, but the PS2 Slim has a different like end. Like it's a circular kind of plug that is the power supply and stuff like that. And on the PS2, it is a two-prong, oddly shaped kind of plug. It looks kind of like a figure eight if you think about it. So it's just like, oh shit, that's not gonna work. So we couldn't do that. I tried looking for power cables and seeing if things were working. And it's just like, nope, nothing works. So eventually we picked on playing this. But well, actually no. The game I really wanted to do with our next Let's Play was gonna be Half-Life. Half-Life, yeah. Actually, I have the copy of Half-Life sitting right over here. It's sitting in the exact same place since I got it in the mail. I was like, okay, I gotta go over there and play it, but well, things was like my sister kept me from going over and recording anything because she doesn't have a license and she signs up for all kind of shit, and I do have a license, so I have to drive her everywhere, and my parents, both of them, work, so they can't drive her anywhere, so I would have to drive her, so I couldn't have any recording time, and yeah. So we couldn't record anything. So even though I had Half-Life 2 most of the summer, we couldn't record it. And then I just eventually lost interest in Let's Playing in general. Well, around the time of the Chibi Robo phase. Actually, no, before that. I think during the Chibi Robo phase is when I lost interest, editing all that stuff. Because the more time I spent editing something, it just gets meh. That's why in these videos it's like the least editing possible. Though I think there is one point where he like takes a phone call, and I would have to edit that out if I had the audio, but I don't. So you can see the skills we're doing there. I can't tell you what we were thinking, so meh. Yeah, we took all out of luck. I always do that in Fallout. I just take all of luck because I don't remember it's really much used. Like I think we look back here to see what it's used for. But anyway. Yeah, we wanted to Let's Play Half-Life 2, but again, PS2. And I didn't really think about it beforehand. I just brought Metropolis Mania over there. I'm like, yeah, we could Let's Play that. I've been wanting to play this. Stuff like that, so, yeah. Eventually, we just started playing Fallout New Vegas, and here we are. Actually, we have a whole episode. I think I still have the actual episode recorded, and we might have the audio for it recorded if the audio hasn't corrupted his audio. Where we tried to like our first episode, but Fallout New Vegas needs a couple gigabytes of space. I think it's like 2 gigabytes of space, and apparently his PS3 did not have 2 gigabytes of space free. We don't know why. We had to delete like 2 movies and shit like that.
Now that don't make a lick of sense. Seems to me you're the luckiest son of a gun in New Vegas. Well, we know you're.
I'm gonna try to be quiet during his audio sequences.
But that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and the bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
And I think this is where he tries to steal things. I'm not too sure. There's a point where there's another interactable thing, and he's just like, I'm going to steal things. I'm like, dude, there's some time later you can steal things.
All right.
Say a word in the first word that comes to
I'm
mind.
gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
I think this was
Dog.
some fighting audio as well. Dog. I would think cat. Dinner. Well, I mean, he is Vietnamese. That was a terrible joke. Actually, I think we made that joke in the original recording. That's the only reason I said it again. Wait, we're talking about dog. I was wondering why I said train. Like, is there a train of dogs? Just like, that would be very interesting. Just a train of dogs. What did we pick? I think just because we had an Asian race, he picked it. Dinner. What are you gonna pick, bro? Seriously. Come on. Okay, what is this where? No?
House.
Okay, mouse. Or house, excuse me. And I said burglarize because that's just the law of video games. When you go, any game, when you go into a house, you steal everything out of it. Think of it, Legend of Zelda, Half-Life. If you go into a house, you're going to steal everything in it. It's just the law of video games. Even in this game, you will go into someone's house and you secretly steal things. But, and I know for a fact that's the one we picked because I think I grabbed I would have, or at least I would have grabbed the game control out of his hands. Night. Campfire, dream, shroud, sleep, treasure, or silencer. I don't know what we picked here. I think I just said sleep because that makes sense. Campfire though. Sleep, pick it. Or dream. What did we pick? Oh, treasure. Bandit. Bribe, crush, stab. What's the other options? What's the other options? Swiss cheese. I think I made a joke about that. It's just like, Bandit. I think Swiss cheese. Vaporize or reasonable. I think we just like stab.
Light.
Oh no, Swiss cheese. Light. I think it was. Dark. Beam. Heavy. Flash. Inspiration. Torch. I think you picked beam. Don't ask me why. Mother. Caretaker. I can't read that one. Cookie jar. I think we picked cookie jar because it's just like the weirdest one. Cookie jar. Cookie jar. Yeah. Okay, now I've got a few more statements. I want to tell you how they sound like something you'd say.
How much they sound like something you'd say. First one.
Conflict is not in nature. I think we made a joke at this point. It's just like, Doc, don't look behind you, but there's just these squares freaking appearing, and I don't understand. It's just, yeah, just it's because he doesn't like turn around or anything. These cars just appear and change as he speaks, and he just like stares at you.
I ain't given to rely on
I'm given
others
to
for
rely
support.
on others for support. No, hell with that guy with the black hair. I don't need him. I don't need him. Because apparently he has a tree growing out of his head. Like, the Vault Boy has looks like a tree growing out of his head. A badly drawn tree.
I'm always
fixing to be the center of attention. Something I really liked about this game is how it has the whole, not southern, but western theme, even though it technically is in the far future. And I just like how it has a constant. I like this guy. Oh, hell with fire. It's wheel? Screw that. Like, dude, you have to strongly agree on that. If you no. You have to strongly agree on that shit. I mean, I freaking have we're recording this. Like, I think I made the joke that we're, with all the equipment around us, we have to strongly agree on this. Not this one. I meant the technology one. Because we had, like, two laptops. Like, his recording his audio, mine recording mine. He had a Dazzle game system, all etc.
Tell me what you see.
Oh, great, the Rorschach test. I can't remember what I thought this one looked like. It looks kind of like a canyon or a crevice. Rock fixture. Not fixture, but rock, structure. And it's just like none of these things actually look like any other thing. Well, I mean, they do. If you really think about them, they look what they describe, but it's just like, it's not what you immediately think. Because, of course, it's an abstract thing. It's a thing that, like, you think of different things. It has no right answer. Like, I think we poked on a chemical reaction. Cause I think that's the one I saw the best in it. It looks like a nuclear explosion. Alright, pick it. Big. I couldn't see shadow in a door frame. It might just be... No, sorry about my voice cracking. I'm actually talking in a bit of a whisper just because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Sure, if this video doesn't take it too extremely long.
Okay.
Because I still have
How
to
about
render it and get to the next video. I see a violin. I don't know about anyone else. It looks like a violin. Okay, we're 30 minutes in. Damn. I see a friggin' violin. I think we just pick a piece of art because I'm like, I kept just saying, dude, it looks like a friggin' violin. Because I mean, it does. You can't not agree with me on that. This looks like two people like high-fiving. I really do think. It looks like two people high-fiving. Like, it's the two black things are like two bodies, and the two pale objects are like the heads, and just like, high five, bro. But I do really see a mushroom cloud in it as well. Also, it looks slightly like a bearded man. It's just meh. I don't see a head on the pillow. I really don't see that one.
Well, that's
And it's
all
like,
she wrote.
Doc, the picture
Don't have
disappeared.
nothing to compare it to,
Doc,
so
turn
maybe
around.
you better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
See, and then we do all our stats things, and I talk about something completely different. Well, what can I really talk about? Shit. I don't know the future of this Let's Play thing. I mean, I can still produce content and shit like that. But it's just like, I don't know how rapid the content will be produced with me within a week. Like, literally in 1 week, I will be waking up in a college dorm. So, kind of wasted a whole summer of recording because I can't focus. Yep. That's just about the most of it. Though I do still have the Dazzle, so maybe. I maybe can come home and just grab the Dazzle if we have a... excuse me, my voice cracked. Grab the Dazzle, grab a GameCube, and do that, but I don't know. It's going to be like my first semester of college, so I don't know how well it's going to be. I also though, I have, on this computer that I'm recording it currently, I have Fraps. And I've already used it with Minecraft, and it's worked well. I'm not saying I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of Minecraft. Everybody and their grandma's dog has a Let's Play of Minecraft. But I mean, I also have a Minecraft server that I've made, and possibly I could show off some of the cool things on there. I've already done a tour video on a different channel I own, which it's for a specific group, so that's why I didn't post it here, because I'm not gonna like siphon their views onto this channel. I'm gonna put it on its proper channel, so it's there. But yeah, I can always, like, I don't know, if I feel like do some kind of Fraps related thing, because my computer doesn't lag too much, but I don't know, it's adequate, I guess.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more
And
thing.
here we go, we finished all of our
You got
skills and
a
everything. I
form
think there's
to
like
fill out
one
so
more
we
thing we
get a
have to do.
sense of your medical history.
Like,
Just a
he makes a
formality.
joke about,
Ain't like I
yeah,
expect
that
to
one.
find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
I'm really sorry if I talk over people. Like I said, I could literally not hear the audio. I don't know why. The program we use is called Pinnacle, by the way. I closed and opened Pinnacle several times. It didn't work. It's just like, it didn't work. I think the only solution would be just to restart my computer, see if that fixes it. But it's just like, I have so much open on my computer right now. I'm just like, opening and closing. Restarting my computer is just going to be too much pain. It'd be too much of a pain in the ass. So I just decided I'll just record for the hell of it, so I could at least start render at least 2 videos, because that's going to be the easy part, since I already have the second audio still works. Yeah, the second audio of this video set's going to be really good. First and third one's just going to suck ass. Especially with my crappy microphone, the High School Musical Shake It microphone, or whatever it's called. It's on here somewhere. Excuse the noise while I shift my hand on the microphone. I don't Oh, it just says High School Musical on it. Never mind. That's one of the crappy things about this microphone, is that if I shift my hand on it, it makes a noise. So I have to keep my hand in a, like, microphone holding position constantly, forever, regardless. Yeah, so playing some games. Yeah, this is where we're choosing our perks. We definitely get the Wildlit Wasteland one, and we spent we didn't spend like an hour or anything. We spent like a long time trying to pick what ones we wanted, because Wild Wasteland was a given, but then like every other perk has a downside that's just equal to its perk, equal or greater to its perk. So you're really not picking for like what perk you want. You're more picking towards what downside can you live with, kind of deal. But I don't know. So we spent a while trying to pick what downside we could really live with. Eventually we go for the fast shot, but it takes us a while to get there, because we're just like, I don't know if we want that or that or that. This guy, it's like a little hipster vault man. I think it's under 4 eyes, yeah. Where he just looks like a hipster. I don't know. I thought it looked pretty neat. Looking at this one, it's like too many like disadvantages. Oh well. Regardless. Yeah, and it's not like he's just like wearing glasses or anything. He's also got like a kind of stance. I don't know. Regardless, from what I've seen in this game, it's pretty. I don't really like how the game mechanics differ so extremely from Fallout 3. But then again, saying that, Fallout 2 and Fallout 3, the game mechanics like differ extremely. So I guess I can't really say too much about it. But I just don't like the difference from Fallout 3, seeing as made by the same company and all. Though I think it's made by, I don't know. I know it's still made by Bethesda, but I think another company also worked on it. But I don't like the different change mechanics. But I guess it's a different game and you can get used to it. Like there's a whole crafting system that, well, it's weird, it's different, but I guess it's not negative in any way. But the thing that I really don't like is how the way food works. How food isn't just instant heal. Like you can't eat something to get so much health. You get so much health over time. Like for 2 seconds you get that much health. It's a stat, like it's an effect, rather than being a heal. Which, I mean, it's a different thing and all, but I kind of wish that would have been like a hardcore mechanic rather than a normal mechanic. I don't know, it's just a little annoying. Like stem packs are the only thing that heal instantly. I don't know, it's just my little pet peeve. I also hate magazines in this game, because like magazines only have a temporary boost of whatever, and supposedly books still have a permanent one. But while we played, we have yet to find a book in the game. So as far as we know, like the only thing.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Yeah, this is the part where he just tries to steal, and I'm just like, just go talk to him real quick and make him sit down and everything. Get like your Pip-Boy and all that. Like I was saying, supposedly books are in this game. Yeah, it's something weird. Supposedly books are in this game, and they still have the permanent boost of like 1 point or 2 points or whatever skill. But there's also the magazines that have like a 20 plus 25 temporary boost. All that. I kind of like the +1 for book mechanic, which supposedly is still in the game, but we just haven't seen it. So as far as we know, the magazines are the only thing in the game that do that.
It was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave.
It's kind of suspicious how he. Well, it's kind of weird that he has a Pip-Boy.
But it was just something.
Because that means he. I get. Is it his? I wonder.
Well, if you're heading back out there, you
ought to have a conversational topic that Jonathan brought up was. It's weird that this game doesn't start you out in a vault, and really you don't know anything about your backstory, like at all.
I know what
you just know, you're just caught in the middle of your story, kind of speak. Like in Vault 101, I mean Vault 101. In Fallout 3, it literally starts out with like you, like you have your entire backstory. You like it just starts with your birth, so you know really all you really need to know about the
Don't
backstory
mention
of
it.
your main
It's
character.
what I'm here for.
That you were born
You
and
should
you
talk
lived
to
in the
Sunny
vault.
Smiles before you leave
But this
town.
one's just like,
She
oh,
can
you're
help
like
you learn to fend for yourself
like
in the
some
desert.
age-ish,
She'll
like,
likely be at
oh,
the
you're
saloon.
23 and you just
I reckon
got
some
shot
of
in
the
the
other
head because
folks
you were a
at the
courier.
saloon
That's all you
might
know.
be
You were a
able to help
courier and you were
out, too.
delivering
And the metal fella
a
Victor will
little
pull you out of your grave.
you were delivering something and you
Anyway,
got
you
shot.
ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up.
Really, you don't know
But
much
try
else. You
not
don't
to
know
get
if you
killed anymore.
grew up in the vault. You don't know if you were ever in a vault. Were you born in the wasteland, or if you're even from this area? For all we know, you could come from a different area. And this is just your stop in a New Vegas area, the Mojave Wasteland. I'm sorry, I talked through all of that guy's dialogue. It was just like, dude, do not play hardcore mode. Do not play hardcore mode. It's like, but maybe I should play hard. No. I think I threatened him. Just like, dude, if I will take those neck control away from you, just because hardcore mode is a pain in the ass. And here's where we steal things. But yeah, you don't really know anything about your character in this game, which is a really interesting point. I'm not sure if there's a point where you learn more backstory about your character, or if it's meant to be a mystery by Bethesda, so it's just like you can speculate on it and stuff like that. Kind of like how a book author sometimes will, well, I mean most times the book author of a book will end a book and never say anything about any like further progress of the book, like what happens after, or have a sequel or anything, to let the reader pick their own ends, which I think is a cool idea. And here's where I tell him the pre-war books are worth nothing in this game, because in Fallout 3 each pre-war book is worth 100 caps, so I can understand him trying to grab them. Because 100 caps is pretty nice. There's a lot of pre-war books in this, like just this house alone. Yeah. I think this is just about what every player who's played the previous Fallout game does. It's just like, I guess it just trains you to do. It's just like, hey, you don't get any negative things from like stealing from here, which means steal everything that isn't nailed down. But I do like the besides the mechanic aspects, I do like the various aesthetic and the various in-game things, just the in-game stuff, the gameplay kind of, not the gameplay. Don't mind that glitch does that sometimes. The various story elements that have come with this game that differ from Fallout 3. I do like how they just gone as much Western as they could about it. That's just really, really neat. It's just like every aspect is really, really Western. I really, really like that idea. It just makes it so much different than Fallout 3, where Fallout 3 was just like, oh, you're in a industrial wasteland. That was about it. You're in the capital of the United States, and it's industrial wasteland. This is just like you're in the West. You're in the West. And that's about it. Like you're in the West, and it's like Western, and it's like there's like this big community set up. Like in Fallout 3, it's just like, oh, there's different settlements here and there, and there's different populated buildings, different little cities and everything. But in Fallout New Vegas, it's like, I don't know, the difference is really, I guess, just how people thrived in Fallout New Vegas. Like in Fallout 3, it's just like people trying to survive, but in Fallout New Vegas, people thrive because you have New Vegas with all its casinos and all that, and then you have different settlements like Good Springs and stuff like that, where it's just like a typical town. Not like in Fallout 3 where you have Megaton, a bunch of people like surviving and stuff like that, or if you have Rivet City where a bunch of people just in an abandoned boat surviving. It's hard to explain. But Fallout 3 just seems so much like scattered and about survival, where in Fallout New Vegas it just seems like everything, like it seems like the rebuilding phase, I guess you could say. Like everyone survived and everything, and damage has been done, and it seems like well into the rebuilding stage, where things have already been, well, not like it's modern society yet, but it's like halfway there, I guess you could say. Like we have electricity again, yeah, like you have I don't know, it just seems like this is a lot more modern, I guess you could say. More modern of a thing. Less about like survival, more about just, I don't know, living. That probably didn't make any sense. Because maybe just because the capital wasteland is much more city-like, so all the wasteland's much more rubble and stuff like this. This is out in the Midwest, and I mean not the Midwest. It's out in the West, and the West probably, well, I guess Vegas is pretty populated and stuff like that. But I guess maybe the Mojave Desert and everything. You have to think, or this Mojave Wasteland area didn't have that many buildings at time of bombing. Excuse me. So it's a lot more wide open spaces and stuff like that. And you don't have to sort through rubble and stuff like that. I don't know. Or maybe they didn't get hit directly with a bomb. Or excuse my voice cracking. Like I said, it's late, and also I've been talking for about 40 minutes at this point in a whisper, which has really dried up my voice. And I haven't recorded an hour in a long time. Anyway, I think we're still just stealing things from the doc's house. Yep. But I just like the Western theme of everything. It's really interesting, and I just like how there's a lot of unique things. Like it's just not like they took Fallout 3 and just put like a cowboy hat in it. Excuse me. There's a lot of different like aspects of it. Like I said before, the crafting, the weapon crafting. There's a bunch of different kind of enemies in there, but you still have a lot of the regular enemies in here as well. But like there's a lot of new enemies like bark scorpions, and this might be where he got his phone call. I think I took the controller too and tried to steal things. But you have like bark scorpions, and you have like the geckos and all this other kind of neat new things. But you also still have things like death claws, or yeah, this is where I take the control. I can tell. Excuse my voice. This is where I take the control. I can tell it's because like I don't know how to play first-person shooters. I'm trying to like move, and like I'm trying to take things, and I'm trying to, and yeah, because I remember it being too dark, so I turned the brightness and stuff like that. And I think he gets the controller back right after this. But anyway, like I was saying, yeah, it's got like other Western like aspects and different aspects as well, like the crafting and the enemies. And I was like, one of the other examples I think of is how instead of Nuka-Cola, there's Sunset Sarsaparilla, but there is still Nuka-Cola here as well. Like it's not like it's a different thing entirely. Like it's kind of like there was already Nuka-Cola in the world and it was widely drank. But there's also Sunset Sarsaparilla, which is sometimes drank, and is the more popular drink. Well, my voice is really messing up. And it's a more popular drink in this area, but there's also a lot of exclusive items for this area and such. But just neat things I think are neat, and also the different voices tend to be a little bit more Western and stuff like that. Like even Victor the robot, which we talked to extremely briefly at the end of the episode, has like a howdy partner accent, which actually I think you'll hear a good bit of in the second episode, because I do a lot of me and Jonathan and I do a lot of voice work in the next episode, and I give I give Victor like a really cowboy we do voice work of our own voice work, excuse me. Like we do our own voices, and I give like Tom 40 different types of voice. So it's just like he starts out Western and then like Asian, and then like he gets a bit of a Mexican accent. Take her for a spin, Lucky 38. I don't know. I like the direction they went in this game. I kind of hope that a new game, or the next new game, if there is a next game, is still a light thing. Like we haven't been in the wasteland a million times before. Like I said, the electricity. I think that's pretty neat. Also, the barometer replaced by big horns. But I hope that the next episode, I hope that the next Fallout, I'm gonna tab out. Yeah, I'm getting real close to the end. I'm hoping that the next Fallout is in a different location, like extremely different. Like actually, I'm hoping that the next Fallout is in a different country, so that we get to see how the rest of the world is affected by the big war that wiped out everything. I don't know. It's always kind of interests me because for all we know, the rest of the world could be completely and utterly fine. And it's just like America's ruined, and it's in ruins. For all we know, or the entire world could be in ruins, or maybe just one country had survived just because they were out of range of nuclear weapons. Who knows? That'd be really interesting to see a game, maybe not from the China point of view, but I don't know, just from a different country like England or just a European country or Australia. Well, maybe not Australia.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to
because Australia, it's mostly like open land, I would think, and like wasteland. Just except for like that west coast. The west coast seems to be like the most populous point, or by Sydney and all. But I'd be interested to see like a game in like somewhere in England or anywhere in the UK or somewhere in France, or actually I think probably going for France is the best bet because you have the Eiffel Tower. They could base the entire game centric about, not base the game, but it'd be the big advertising point. You'd see the Eiffel Tower in like a sort of ruined state, like how a lot of the National Mall was used to advertise Fallout 3, or used as a symbol of Fallout 3, because you see like the Capitol building in ruins, or the Washington Monument just like broken, or how the White House isn't there, and stuff like that. It's like things you can technically recognize for real life. These monuments, and just like they're in ruins. I think they could do that with France, especially Paris, because Paris has a lot of landmarks that people see. And I'm getting to the very end of the episode, happily enough. My voice is ruined. Alright, so next episode you'll hear both me and Jonathan in a slightly echo of the first episode, and hopefully you'll enjoy that a lot more. I'll be back in episode 3 of Fallout New Vegas. See you later, guys.